Hey everyone, I'm back. So today I'll be talking about the cost of living in New Zealand. Is it expensive? Is it not expensive? How I feel about it. And I really want to talk about it for people who would want to maybe come see this beautiful country. Before I begin, as you can see, I am in love with New Zealand. I'm really happy over here. And yeah, so I want people to, people who want to come and, just travel the country, for example, just to see how things cost. And before I begin, I will repeat, I do love this country, but I would say it is expensive. But I'm also fully aware that it depends what you view as expensive, and depends also where you come from. I mean, if you come from a country and you hear the prices I'm going to say, and then you're going to be like, oh, it's not that expensive. Or if you come from a country where you think, oh, this is really expensive. So it really depends on, I think, the person. So that's why, and as I'm going to talk about how the cost of living in New Zealand, I will bring out some numbers, right? Because I would say it's a bit expensive. It's on the costly side living in New Zealand, but if you take that aside, I mean, it's such a beautiful country. People are nice over here, so yeah. So we're gonna begin. What I will do, as I was saying, is I'm gonna talk about some costs. So, for example, buying food, buying clothes, just those little things that we do, and then I'm gonna name, for example, buy milk, and then I'll put the cost, the average cost. And I will do New Zealand at first, and then another video I will talk about Auckland, New Zealand, the city of Auckland, of course, because this is where I live. And yeah, so let's begin. So now we're going to talk about New Zealand as a whole, and I'm going to just name a few products and their prices. As you heard before, I do find New Zealand to be a bit expensive, but I will just, take my computer, and then, I went on this site. It's called, I'm gonna put my glasses on because I'm pretty much blind. So just to read the things I can see. So yeah, so I went on the site called numbio.com. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, so I will write it down during my editing. So numbio.com, cost of living. And we're gonna begin with, cost of living of New Zealand. And we're gonna begin by the summary. So they say, family of four, estimated monthly cost of $4,769.91 New Zealand dollars. So everything I will say will be New Zealand dollars. And they say without rent. And a single person, estimated monthly cost of $1,324.31 New Zealand dollars without rent. Okay, so let's begin. So we're going to begin with restaurants. So when we came to New Zealand, my husband and I really wanted to, to go to different restaurants, especially in Auckland, because when we came to Auckland, basically, we wanted to go to different restaurants and taste new food. And we went to Wellington. Wellington, I mean, you eat well in Wellington. But yeah, that's not the point. We want to, taste the restaurants. We go to restaurants, and my husband and I, we do go to restaurants often. I mean, most of the time I do cook at home, basically. But we do enjoy, going out and about, with friends, or with each other. And when we came to New Zealand, and we were looking at, the food in restaurants compared to where we were in Canada, I mean, it wasn't that much of a difference we find. It was, a bit the same. Now it's been a while. I've been living out of Canada, basically, so I don't know. So here we go. Restaurants. So meal, they say inexpensive restaurants. So they say it's $19 New Zealand dollars, of course. Yeah. Meal for two people, mid-range restaurants, three course, $100. McMeal at McDonald's basically, or equivalent combo meal, $12. Domestic beer, $9. Imported beer, $9. Cappuccino, $4.76. Coke, Pepsi, $3.35. Water, $2.88. So these are the prices in New Zealand dollars, of course. And as you can tell me, I don't think there's that much of a difference. But again, it depends where you are and which country you are. So when you hear those prices, you might be, oh, this is a bit more expensive, or oh, it's not that bad, you know. So now let's continue with markets. So when my husband and I decided to go, I find that there are different places where you would see the price of food going up if you go to the market and you buy your milk and your Coke or whatever, and we didn't see that much of a difference. It was a bit more expensive than where we used to live in Canada, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to name a few things you'd buy at the supermarket, and then it will give you an idea, of course, depending on where you are. So milk, 1 liter is $2.62. A loaf of fresh white bread, 500 grams, is $2.54. Rice, so white rice, 1 kilogram, sorry, 100 kilogram, 1 kilogram is $2.98. Eggs, regular, so 12 pack, we'll say, $5.46. Local cheese, $10.66. Chicken fillet, so 1 kilogram, and also for local cheese, 1 kilogram. So chicken fillet, 1 kilogram is $12.93. Beef round, so beef round, 1 kilogram is $19.65. Apples, $3.75, 1 kilogram. Bananas, so the fruit and the vegetable one says it's always going to be 1 kilogram, right? So apple, $3.75. Banana, $3.01. Oranges, $3.92. Tomato, $3.61. Potato, $3. Onions, $2.51. Bottle of wine, $15. Lettuce, $2.86. Domestic beer, so 0.5 liter bottle, is $4.32. Imported beers is $4.75. Okay, so these are the price you'd get at a supermarket, right? And now for the transportation. So the transportation. So if you take, the local bus, or the train and everything, I will talk about for now. I will talk about Auckland. For where I am in Auckland, it's quite expensive. I will be very honest with you, but this is New Zealand, so I think they took it as like around. If you look, I don't know how I would say it, but this is all New Zealand, right? Again, I will say that I will do a second part. We do talk about Auckland, New Zealand, of course, because I feel also it depends where you live in New Zealand. But yeah, so transportation. So one-way ticket, local transport is $3.25. Monthly pass is $152. $152. Taxi start, so normal tariff is $3.50. Taxi 1 kilometers, normal tariff is $3. Taxi 1 hour, waiting, normal tariff is $60. Gasoline, 1 liter is $2.13. And for cars, I mean, over there they just named a few cars. So they were saying, for example, a Volkswagen, a Golf would be $35,000, and a Toyota Corolla sedan would be $31,187.42. Right. So if you look at utilities, So monthly. So for utilities, I mean, yeah, it's uh, it's it's a bit expensive, but you know. Hmm. So basics, so electricity, heating, cooling, water, garbage for 85 meters apartment. Yeah, it's $184.91. 1 minute of prepaid mobile tariff local is 40 cents. Internet, so unlimited data, cable, 60 megabytes or more. So they rounded at about $82, New Zealand dollars, of course. So now if you go to sports and leisure, so fitness club, monthly fee is for one adult is $60.30. Um, tennis court rent. Well, I don't do tennis, but you know, for people who do enjoy doing tennis, then tennis court is $19.73. And cinema, for one seat is $16. So I'm not gonna. There's a few things, but I'm not gonna name everything. So now it's for living in an apartment. So again, I do. This is all of New Zealand. So on my second part, I will focus in on Auckland. So I will say that if I were to talk about Auckland, I would say that getting an apartment is on the higher prices. Um, Again, this whole New Zealand, so I don't know how they calculated on the Numbeo.com, but they say rent per month. So apartment one bedroom in city center is $1,582.99. Apartments one bedroom outside of center is $1,236.15. Apartment three bedrooms in city center would be $2,000, $570.97. Apartment three bedrooms outside of center is $2,110.14. So for me, I would say it's a it's a bit expensive. It's on the expensive side. And I will say I was the first time I came and I saw the prices. I was a bit, oh wow, it's pretty expensive, right? But yeah, I mean, again, this is me. What you feel about it after it depends on, again, where you are, where you come from, basically. So it might be not that expensive for you, or for someone who comes from a country where it's a little bit less expensive, this would be who that is so expensive, right? So now let's say to buy apartment price. So price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $7,029.52. Yeah. And price per square meter to buy apartment outside of city center, $5,000, $5,151.12. And salaries and financing. So average monthly net salary is $4,011.91. Mortgage interest rates in percentage, so yearly for 20 years fixed rate, is 4.12. So this is really a good site. I would say you should use this site. It's called Numbeo.com. Cost of living, so country results. So it says cost of living in New Zealand, right? So from what I've read, I think for me it is a bit expensive. Living in New Zealand is a bit expensive, right? And there were some things I was really surprised, right, by the price. I was like, oh, like in French, there's a saying like we say des prix fantaisistes. Des prix fantaisistes. I wouldn't know how I would say it in English, right? But some prices are just like No, it's not you're just like, oh, that's really expensive, right? But um, despite that, I still enjoy living in New Zealand. If you want to come and yeah, come and visit the country and see that's a beautiful country. And then, listen to if this video has helped you, then I'm happy, of course. And I'm going to do a second part, but this time it's more Auckland, New Zealand. Because I do think that while I was talking, this was about, the cost of living in New Zealand. I do think that, depending on which city you are in New Zealand, I do think that the prices will vary sometimes greatly. And Auckland is an expensive city. So we'll get into that. I will do the same thing I did right now. In the meantime, if you want to go look by yourself, go on numbio.com. Yeah, cost of living. And you just type New Zealand basically. Okay. So this is it. This is the end of my vlog. I hope it kind of helped. I'm not good, at numbers and everything, so I just decided to go with, the facts that I see. Yeah, if you like the vlog, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. You have a good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Bye, guys.